We are in Redwood National Park, heading up this bumpy, narrow, and windy dirt road. Will the destination at the end be worth the drive? Let's find out. I think we have about 3.5 more miles, so it's definitely not someplace you can just drive right to off the main highway. It takes a little work. Counting this as another stream crossing or what? Not as deep as the last one. We are in Redwoods National and State Parks, and we are getting ready to do the Fern Canyon Trail.
So it was a bumpy, muddy road on the way here. It wasn't too muddy, a little bit. A couple of small creek crossings, but we finally made it here, got the truck parked, and we're off on the hike.
We've heard lots of really cool things about it. We'll see if it lives up to the hype. You can tell we are firmly in the Pacific Northwest now, though. Everything is green, the humidity is up. We're out of the dry desert that we've been in for so long.
We got our big rubber boots on. We're ready for the wetness.
Look how green everything is. There's moss all over the trees. We haven't seen this much green in a long time. I think we've reached Fern Canyon. Yeah, it is. That's awesome. Fern Canyon is a 50 to 80 feet deep canyon that was carved over eons by Home Creek. Because of the abundant moisture, ferns and other water-loving plants cling to the walls of the canyon, giving it a magical, fairy tale-like feel. We love watching the water drip and cascade down the walls through the ferns, before making its way into the creek where it dances and swirls around our boots. The trail itself is a 1-mile lollipop trail that follows the canyon before ascending out and looping back to the parking lot. We chose, however, to turn back and return the same way we came, through the canyon.
Kind of an obstacle course.
Yeah, a little bit. So we went up quite a bit further, I guess, and got really brushy, really hard to get through, so we decided to turn around and come back this way. And I think my recommendation would be that this section, like up to the logs, you see all that log jam over there? Go to there and then turn around, because it really doesn't look that great back there anyway, and this part is much easier. At least in our experience in April. Later in the year they put down boards and stuff so you can kind of walk through without getting your feet so wet, and maybe then they trim back the branches and stuff like that. So maybe later in the year would be a different story as far as how far you should go. So what is your assessment of Fern Canyon?
It's pretty. I'm not sure it lives up to all the hype for us.
So my unpopular opinion is that it's great. You should come do it if you have time. But it's not the must-do that everybody makes it out to be. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree.
We're on our way to Trillium Falls. We just started up the trail and already we're seeing some giant trees.
There's a big tree.
Sure is.
That is enormous.
Tallest trees in the world. I mean, look at this. Even the clover is big here. There's my hand. Everything grows big around here, I guess. This is a trillium. It's the plant that the waterfall we saw was named for. We saw Trillium Falls. Well, this is the plant. This hike is so much more than we expected. We took off to do a 1-mile hike to the falls and back, but we just can't stop ourselves. We are continuing on to do the entire 2.5-mile Trillium Falls Loop Trail.
And here's a banana slug we found. I think it's at an all-out running pace.
Hurry, hurry.
Hey, look at it go.
Before it goes.
Yeah. So we just came upon this giant, very much alive redwood tree. Looks like it's been burned at some point. And it's really amazing. I mean, this thing is just massive. You can't hardly tell on the camera. And then if you walk around the bend here, the whole center of it is completely hollowed out. Look, there's Heather.
It's huge.
It is huge in there. Yeah, there's nothing left of the center of the tree.
No, it's all it is just a perimeter.
And it's holding up all that weight and somehow keeping it all alive.
It's all the way through.
Can you see daylight?
Yeah.
Oh wow, sure can. Look at that.
What do you think?
An impressive number of them, that's for sure. There's a lot of big trees.
They're everywhere.
And even the smaller trees are still impressive. They're way bigger than anything you'd see at home.
Yeah. Found some more of the local wildlife. Some kind of snail. He's leaving a trail too, man. Slimy trail. There's one more area of the park we want to visit, so we head toward the Newton B. Drury Scenic Drive to hike the Circle Trail and see Big Tree. We're going to see Big Tree. Big tree, all right.
This thing is a beast.
There's There's Jeff next to big trees so you can get a little perspective. I think it's really hard to get perspective though in a video of how massive these trees are. In this area, there are just enormous trees everywhere you look. I think that's what makes the redwoods so impressive. Obviously the size of the trees, but also just the concentration of how many of them there are in an area. There are just tons of them everywhere. What do you think, Jeffrey?
There are some huge trees and a lot of natural beauty.
Yeah, a lot of green, a lot of plant life. It's really pretty. We hope you enjoyed our look at the world's tallest trees. If so, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you'll be sure to see all of our future adventures.